And see, if you're trying to perform anywhere between 30 and 60 abortions in one day with one abortionist, you just don't have an extra 3 minutes of time per patient. So I accepted that answer. But one day this doctor was there to perform abortions, and he asked me to come in and assist him during an ultrasound-guided abortion procedure. My job was to hold the ultrasound probe on the woman's abdomen so that the doctor would be able to, in his words, visualize his target. We did the ultrasound. We found that she was 13 weeks along. Now, at 13 weeks, everything is fully formed on an unborn child. Arms, legs, fingers, toes, eyes, ears, heart is beating, brain waves are active. Every single internal organ that we sit here with inside of our body today is fully formed on an unborn child by 13 weeks gestation. Outside of the womb, the baby's about this big, and we can even tell if it's a boy or a girl. Now, I stood there looking at that screen, feeling apprehensive, not knowing what I was about to see, recognizing that, this really looked like a baby, but it couldn't be, right? Because I had been taught abortion science. Abortion science teaches us that a pregnancy remains a pregnancy and doesn't magically turn into a baby until the mother decides that pregnancy is wanted. So if the mother never decides that that pregnancy is wanted, 7, 8, 9 months pregnant, that baby's never wanted, then that baby's never a baby. It's just tissue, cells, something to be discarded. And this woman was here for an abortion, so certainly this was not a baby, but it really looked like one. I could see his face, I could see his mouth, his nose, I could see his arms and his legs. And I felt nervous. And I could see the abortion instrument, that suction cannula, the suction wasn't yet turned on. I could see it going into the woman's uterus. And I could see it getting closer and closer to the side of that baby. And when it finally touched his side, he jumped. And he began flailing his arms and legs as if he was trying to move away from that abortion instrument, but there was nowhere for him to go. And when the doctor had the instrument in the right position, he asked the technician to turn on the suction machine, and he said, "Beam me up, Scotty." And the suction was turned on, and I think people make the assumption that what I saw next was the worst part, that seeing a child become torn apart in his mother's womb would be the worst part, and that was bad, but that wasn't the worst part. The worst part was that when I had the opportunity to do something, when I had the opportunity to intervene on behalf of this innocent child, I just stood there.